Nathaniel Sterling is obsessed with another woman. The crazy part is, she looks exactly like his wife, Eleanor. While his wife is at home, he gets drunk at a party, and his friends tease him that he can't stop talking about this mysterious look-alike. Later that night, after she saves him from an attacker, he mistakes her for his wife and pulls her into a passionate kiss. He spends the night with her, and when he wakes up the next morning and sees the lipstick on the sheets, guilt consumes him. Thinking he's betrayed his marriage, he tracks down the look-alike and proposes on the spot. But just as he asks her to marry him, his real wife appears holding a stack of papers. It's a divorce agreement. She's leaving him because for 3 years he's treated her like garbage. When she collapsed in front of him, sick and bleeding, he walked by without a second glance and coldly told her to clean up her own mess. He made excuses, saying he was a monk who couldn't be intimate with her. Before she gave up everything for him, she wasn't a meek housewife. She was the city's most feared criminal lawyer, a queen of the courtroom who never lost. Now she's done pretending. He's just declared war on the wrong woman, and her revenge is only beginning.
江幽灵，那个敷衍秀爱得疯狂的初恋。
His betrayal gets worse. When he spills coffee on legal documents, he snaps at Eleanor to get new ones, treating her like a servant right in front of the other woman. Eleanor checks his phone and finds a soul-crushing truth. After 3 years of marriage, he hasn't even saved her number. But this wife has a secret. She tells the look-alike that while Aurora's divorce will cost a fortune, if Eleanor divorces him, she's legally entitled to 70% of his massive assets. The look-alike is stunned. Eleanor fakes tears with eye drops and plays the victim perfectly. Her husband falls for it and rushes to comfort the other woman, kissing her hand and promising to take care of her. He turns on his wife and accuses her of being a bully.
6年他刚是我的家人，他过得很不好。
叶修，不要为了我吵架，我害怕。
我说，我什么都没做。
好，那就当我驳回你的。
叶修，这是什么？
他跟我说过，无论我做了什么伤害他的事，只要给他一颗珠子，他就会原谅我。
真的吗？让我看看。哇，还有整整8颗呢。
走吧，我带你回房间休息。
叶修。
At a dinner party, he dots on the look-alike, peeling shrimp for her and ignoring Eleanor's seafood allergy. He tells Eleanor she's too sensitive and never thinks about what he likes. He has no idea what's coming. Eleanor isn't a timid housewife.
小心！若薇，姑娘，你手怎么样？
我刚刚被那热汤烫到指尖了，好疼！
你自己去医院吧。玉宁的手是弹钢琴的，容不得一点损。
As he carries the other woman away and leaves Eleanor abandoned, she knows this is the last time she'll shed a tear for him. Her love has turned to ice. Lying alone in the hospital, she overhears nurses gossiping about a handsome lawyer in the VIP ward, doting on his famous pianist girlfriend, feeding her, kissing her hands, a perfect match. They pity the woman in room 2, badly burned and completely alone. Their words cut like knives, exposing Nathaniel's public deception. She thinks it's over and decides she's done with him. Then she gets a call. Her 1-month divorce application is about to be finalized. She confirms without hesitation that she'll sign. In 3 days, she'll finally be free. Nathaniel suddenly appears, saying he wants to take her out. She knows it's a lie. They've never been on a date in 3 years. He's just feeling guilty for abandoning her. For a man like him, guilt is a luxury he can't afford. He takes her to a luxury jewelry store. But his eyes are only on the heart of the ocean necklace. His lover's birthday is today, and this is her gift. He even asks his wife to try it on, just to make sure it's perfect for the other woman. She asks if she's just a tool, her heart completely numb. He hands her a single red bead. He asks if 1 is enough, offering 2 if it's not. The prayer beads he once gave her are now just worthless stones. She demands he give them all back, her voice cold as steel. He looks stunned, as if he suddenly feels a pang of loss. He says she's changed and grabs her arm. He tells her they'll go together and that he'll only stay for a moment. He drags her to the party, Inside, his lover is surrounded by friends, showing off the expensive necklace. They all gush about how generous he is. At his lover's birthday party, he publicly humiliates his wife, calling her a jobless housewife. His friends laugh, comparing her to his lover, an internationally famous piano prodigy. They call her a parasite, a gold digger, a woman who does nothing but live off her husband's money. But they have no idea she was once a top lawyer, a force to be reckoned with, who gave it all up for a man who now despises her. For love, she became a housewife. To twist the knife further, he agrees to a party game, reveal his phone's secrets. His photo gallery is a shrine to his lover, filled with hundreds of her pictures. His notes are a diary of his obsession, listing her favorite coffee, her birthday, and promises of love. The crowd cheers, celebrating their perfect love. His lover smiles smugly.
由于分手流程中，我来到了第一次见你的樱花树下。
若薇，你别介意，这都是过去的事儿。
Back at home, she packs her bags and makes a single call to her lawyer. She instructs the lawyer to donate everything, the house, the cars, all of it. She wants nothing from him. When her husband comes home, he finds her ready to leave. He does not understand. He scoffs that she is being petty, still focused on his lover's upcoming legal case. He tells his wife he's too busy to deal with her melodrama. She says he owes her, demanding the last of the prayer beads he once gave her. He throws them in her hand and turns to leave. He tells her to have fun and come back early, still clueless that she is leaving forever.
傅彦修，再见，下次再见，我就不再是你的妻子，而是你的死敌，薇薇。
She just won her divorce case, and the man who helped her could not be happier. She throws her arms around him, overcome with gratitude. But as the hug lingers, he starts to feel something more. She pulls away, embarrassed, saying she was just too excited. To thank him, she invites him to dinner, but he suddenly turns cold, saying he has plans with another woman. Her heart shatters. Even he seems confused by his own words, wondering why he is pushing away the one person he should want to be with. She begs him to stay, and he finally gives in. But as they drive, the mood is tense and distant. She can't understand what's wrong. She notices he's frowning and gently touches a faint line on his temple, a secret detail only she would know. This triggers a flashback to a happier time when they were young and in love, and she teased him about that very same frown line. The memory startles him back to the present, and the car suddenly swerves. He is clearly shaken. She asks if he had a fight with the other woman, but he denies it, saying she has a good temper and never argues. Then he mentions a prayer bead bracelet she gave him to calm his anger. He glances at his wrist and realizes a bead is missing. He panics. She tries to comfort him, saying it's just a bead, and offers to buy him a new one. Then she whispers that after all, it is out with the old, in with the new. Her words hit him like lightning. He realizes the missing bead is a symbol for her, the missing piece of his life. Later, at a party, she sings a heartbreaking song. He watches her, the lost bead now clutched in his hand. He finally understands. In front of all their friends, she dedicates a song to the man she loves most. As she sings, his mind floods with memories of their happy past together. Every note reminds him of the love they once shared. After the song, she puts her heart on the line. She says she wants to be brave for love, and asks if he will still have her. Stunned, he walks toward her. This is the moment she has been waiting for. She tells him she always felt empty until he came back into her life. He leans in and kisses her. But then he pulls away. He gets home, but the house feels empty without her. Overcome with regret, he collapses in agony. But then, with a tear rolling down his cheek, he whispers another woman's name. After being forced into retirement for 3 years, this legendary lawyer makes a stunning comeback, and her old colleagues can't believe their eyes. Her partner is thrilled she's back, but she has no time for celebrations. She's here for one thing, to reclaim her career. He tells her about an impossible case, a $1 billion international dispute nobody in the country will touch because they're up against a world-class legal team. Without missing a beat, she says she'll take it. She signs the contract and boldly declares the trial is in 3 days, which for her is more than enough time. Just like that, she gets to work, commanding her team with flawless precision. But on the day of the trial, her biggest rival shows up just to mock her. He says a woman who's been a housewife for 3 years has no chance of winning. Little does he know, he's about to be proven wrong. In the courtroom, she dominates, and in a stunning victory the judge declares her client not guilty. Walking out a winner, she's swarmed by reporters. She looks straight into the cameras and promises she's back and won't back down this time. But miles away, her ex-husband has just returned home. He finds a box, and inside is a divorce certificate. He frantically tries to call his wife, only to discover she's already blocked him. He has no idea the woman he abandoned is already taking the world back. He scrolls through his contacts, desperate to find her, but realizes with horrifying shock that he doesn't even have her number. After Eleanor suddenly disappeared, he searched for any trace of her, only to find he knew nothing about her life, not a single friend, not even her phone number. Just as he's losing hope, his ex-girlfriend Aurora shows up at his door. She says he hasn't called her in days, her eyes filling with tears. Taking his silence as an opening, Aurora confesses her love and throws herself into his arms. He thinks back to a time when her words would have been everything to him. Confused and lonely, he gives in and agrees to be with her. But later that night, while standing alone, doubt creeps in. He feels no happiness, only a strange emptiness. He finds a box of Eleanor's things and discovers a hidden flash drive inside. He plugs it into his laptop and what he sees makes his blood run cold. The footage shows Aurora, the woman he just agreed to be with, secretly meeting with Eleanor. The video reveals Aurora orchestrated a series of cruel schemes and malicious acts meant to hurt and drive Eleanor away. A woman sneers on the phone, asking who the other woman thinks she is, unaware the man she's talking about is standing right behind her. She says the other woman dares to compete with her, and that with just a little push, he dumped her. She laughs, but a thorn pricks her finger and she callously stains a white rose with her blood. Little does she know, he has heard everything. She gloats that Eleanor is already divorced and that the title of Mrs. Sterling is hers for the taking. Just as she celebrates, he appears. He demands, "Or else what?" His voice cold as ice. She freezes, caught in her lie. He confronts her with the truth from the flash drive, listing every cruel act she committed against his wife. He seethes that she made Eleanor suffer, made her watch them together just to break her heart. She screams for him to stop and finally breaks down. She claims she did it because she loves him, but her pleas fall on deaf ears. He accuses her of driving Eleanor away. She lies, saying she did nothing and that Eleanor was the one who gave up. He realizes with crushing guilt that the only person who truly hurt her was him. As he turns to leave to find Eleanor, his phone buzzes with a breaking news alert. A famous lawyer known as the Legal Queen has returned after a 3-year hiatus. He stares at the photo in disbelief. The powerful woman on the screen is his wife, Eleanor. He whispers, his world flipping, asking how this is possible, and insisting he thought she was just a housewife. This cannot be happening.